everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Today's video is going to be my 8th month baby update. Currently he's outside running around with dad. I am going to bring him into the video at a later time. He's just so active, like there would be no way I would be able to like record with him. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into today's video. So the first thing I'm going to talk about in today's video is kind of just what he's doing. Then I'm going to move on to like some products that we're using, and then also just some small things that we're working on. He himself is working on the same things. He's like walking across the couch. He's crawling like damn Lightning McQueen. But I would say there is one thing that he has shown a lot of interest in, and it is opening and closing drawers. It's probably very similar to what other children do, hence to why they come out with children's safety kits, or you know, child proofing. He is obsessed with like opening and closing drawers. So as far as our not safety drawers, the drawers that have products that are not safe in it, those are all away and locked up. He can't even get to them. But we have a wooden, I wouldn't call it like a Chester drawer. Anyway, it has like 5 drawers in it, and it's thin, it's skinny. We don't really have anything in particular in it. It's just kind of like a statement piece, and it has like some of my crystals and stuff on top of it. But he is literally obsessed. Like, he crawls up to it and he just like opens and closes the drawers all day, closes his fingers in it, and I just feel like it's like a new thing for him, and he just like loves it and is so interested in it. So I put in I think he can get into the 3rd drawer, but the bottom 2 I'll put like his rubber duckies in there. That's where like all his bath stuff, I'll put it in there. So he opens the drawers, and like obviously he can like get into it and see it, and it's like fun for him. So I try to do that, but he is literally obsessed with it. So I've kind of thought about maybe creating, Pinterest has everything, of just things that he can kind of like open and close, maybe like plastic containers, and like find different things or pull things out of it. Because also, if he's in my room, he is obsessed with opening my underwear drawer and literally pulling all of my underwear, all of my socks like out of the damn drawer. Like, I have no idea what it is. Probably a fun thing. And I've also seen, I think I want to say it's like a Huggies box. It could just be like a little tissue box too. Tissue boxes. And they will tie like just random pieces of fabric together and to like a super long, maybe like a yardstick of cloth. So they'll shove it inside the tissue box, and the kids can just like pull it and pull it and pull it and pull it. Or you don't have to tie them together, and you can put them singly and they can just make a mess. But the cleanup would just be a lot easier if you tied them together. So I've kind of thought about doing that for him. So if you guys are interested and you kind of can't get what I'm saying, and you guys may need a visual, I will link maybe like a Pinterest link or something of what I'm talking about down below for your little, if that's something they're super interested in, or they're just super busybodies and they love digging in your bags and whatnot, then I would definitely check that out. I was just thinking about this the other day, like boys and girls, right? Like when they say, oh, like he's just being a boy, people are like, oh my God, that's like such a sexist thing to say, which I completely understand. And I completely agreed with that, because I'm like, wow, like they kind of like give boys like that leeway or that space or that room to like be, I don't want to say aggressive, but just kind of like, girls, right? Like they're more like, oh, you can't do that, like you should be more calm. I don't do that because my daughter is a hot ass mess. But they're really wired very differently. Like I don't think it has anything to do with like a gender stereotyping thing. Like my son, it's absolutely mind-blowing just like how differently he is wired. My friend Jackie, like her son, he is so busy too, and I'm just like, it's not like, oh, boys will be boys, like I get that, but it's like, nah sis, like they're serious, like they're serious. So again, he's just super duper active. He's getting into everything. So that's him. So I'm literally so devastated. I literally was talking and deleted everything that I had in my notes. So I'm just gonna have to wing it. So some things that we're working on, we're still working on his sleep schedule. He is not sleeping through the night, and as much as I wished he was sleeping through the night, I feel like when he gets closer to 1, I will start pushing more for that, because with Gianna, she kind of fell into her own schedule, and I don't want to push him into something that he's not ready to do yet, because ultimately he would kind of do it, right? But around 1, I feel like, okay, like all bullshit aside, like it's probably just a habit at this point. So one of the things we are working on is just like sleep. He's been co-sleeping with us for a while. There was a whole situation with his crib, and like dad made it, and it was just like a toxic paint over, so there was like a whole thing that went with that, and now the crib is back and it's not toxic, and I want to transition him in there. So I actually started putting him in the crib for nap times, just so he can kind of get used to it, because I kid you not, when I put him in there, he acts like he's in jail, and I have just like thrown him into like a death chamber. So that is going to be something new for him. Gia had a pack and play, so I low-key, when he's in there, I'm like, damn son, like the bars and everything, like, so I low-key sometimes I feel bad as well. So it's like a slow transition. I want to slowly start transitioning him into his crib. And then I feel like ultimately when he doesn't sleep with me, because there's nights where like me and Gia will watch TV and we'll fall asleep out there. He sleeps so much better when he's alone with dad than when he is next to me. And I'm just like, that is so not fair, but that's life, right? That's life with moms. So comment down below if that also happens with you. Like, is your baby or even your toddlers, like, do they just act more trifling with you? Like, come on now, you can't give me a break. Okay. But you're gonna let your dad sleep. The products that we're using, one of them are these cute little rubber like gum brushes that you can like brush their gums with. I started doing that. Honestly, it first started with him just teething, and then it has those bristles on it, so just rubbing it on his gums, like I was like, oh, this probably feels good for him, you know. But also because he's eating, they always say like it's good to start, you know, brushing their gums and like just getting them introduced to brushing their teeth, because ultimately when they get their teeth, you're gonna want to start brushing it because they do eat food. Another product that we're still using the teething gel. And sometimes I feel like his sleep at night is just not the best because of his teething as well, and he's 8 months and he does not have a tooth right now. So as far as his teeth, no teeth have erupted yet, which is absolutely like insane. But all kids are different, and I hear that some kids could even like, you know, wait to get their first tooth until they're like 12 months old. So I feel like that probably will be him, because I don't even see his gums like really, you know, when you can kind of see the white tooth poking through right before it comes? Don't even see it. His gums are like lumpy, but I understand like all teeth kind of form underneath the gums before that, and that's kind of how his gums in the back are. So I don't know if his teeth have their own plot, you know, they're plotting their own plan, but you know, they're taking their time, and yeah, it's pretty messed up, because I know there's a couple of my subscribers who also let me know that they kind of, someone said that they wet like a washcloth and they put it in the freezer and then they could kind of chew on that. That was a super good idea. If any of you guys have any other teething ideas, then comment down below, because I also will put the teethers, they say to put them in the refrigerator, but it just doesn't stay cool for long. So I will put like the gel teethers in the freezer now, and I will literally just put a sock over his hand if it gets too cold. But honestly, he doesn't really complain, and he just like chews on it for his teeth. So as far as that, those are really the only 2 products that we're using. I still really stick with Honest. That's my brand right now. But if you guys have any like other non-toxic like body products for kids that even smell good, then let me know what you guys are using right now. I also seen these awesome little apps of kind of kids that just kind of like mimic either what the person in the video is doing, like hair, like constantly talking about hair or nose. And I'm a talker, but sometimes I feel like it is so awkward to talk to a baby because you're just like, oh my God, like I'm washing a pan, and they're just like, you know, but they say you should do it. You're like, oh my God, like I'm putting lotion on you, and they're like, so it is kind of odd, but ultimately I feel like it really does break down that like language barrier. So I've seen some videos, I believe it was called, let me tell you guys real fast, Speech Blubs, and I actually seen it was like sponsored on my Instagram, and it just has like all these super cool things. Mind you, you don't really have to use technology. You can literally just copy the app and see what the app is doing and then do it at home. So with Gianna, I also did like the hair, the eyes, the nose, and the ears super early, and she was doing that, I want to say, when she was like before 1 or at 1. And I was really hands-on with her. So I want to do the same thing, and that's also another thing that we're working on and is really fun, because sometimes we think like our kids, right, like they're just infants, they're just doing their thing, right? But what you don't know, and I even noticed with Junior, if I do this, right, and I continue to do it over and over, he literally starts to mimic me. And this can even start like as early as 2 months old. Like some newborns even do it fresh out the womb, you know, 1 month old, and you're sticking your tongue out. And when you're constantly doing it, like it's just a natural thing. Like your child is going to actually start to mimic you. They're going to try to copy exactly what you're doing. Hence to why they say it's so important for us to, like, you know, lead by example. As I be cussing. That's also something we're working on. So I feel like around this age is like a perfect age to start doing that, because they catch on so easy. So I feel like right now we really want to start incorporating more of like speech and like books and, you know, just things like that. But as far as anything else, that's really it. He's an angel. He's crazy as hell though, so pray for me, y'all. Pray for me. Other than that, I feel like him and Gianna are, she literally, and I've said this in every single video, she's like one of the only people that can just make him straight die laughing. But I also feel like there is a little sibling jealousy there. So again, I'm still trying to like balance that out and incorporate time where it's just me and her. And when we do spend time together, I try to make positive words with her so that she understands, you know, that mommy still enjoys spending time just me and her. So, you know, it's hard. It's hard out here for a mother lover. But other than that, I feel like everything is great and we're enjoying the journey. If there's any other questions that you guys have in regards to what he's doing, or maybe anything else that's going on here, then don't forget to comment down below. You guys can also hit me up on Instagram and direct message me if it's anything that's even more private. I have a lot of people that do that as well, and I just love talking to you guys. So if the comment section is a little too public for you guys, then direct message me on my Instagram. I know I told you guys that I would show you him before the video ends. Look at that baby. That happy baby. Oh, you so happy? You say hello? Show me you know how to say hello. Say hello. Hello. Gia just woke up from her nap, so she's devastated. Say, hey guys, I get bigger. I get so cute. My head's so big. I got a big ass head. By yourself? All by yourself? And he's holding on to the edge of the couch and crawling, walking across the couch super fast, literally. Like, he reminds me of like a baby crackhead, y'all. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Say bye, guys. Say bye, guys. Everyone says that he's tiny. Someone said that this is the size of their child when they were 3 months old. Yeah, look at his little dirty pants. Don't judge. This is literally from him just crawling the hell around. Huh. Didn't even notice your punches get to rolling. You gotta keep it focused. You wanna say so. Alright, say bye, YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I definitely will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Feel like I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand.